Hi, everyone. I'm Stacy Axler, and this is the Virtual Duo Project. Welcome to everyone who is joining us for the first time, and welcome back to those who may be following along with this project. So what is this project? If this is your first video you're watching, the Virtual Duo Project is my goal to do 100 virtual duo, which is two-person improv sets throughout this year. So I am going to do, or I'm trying to do, might be the more accurate term, I'm trying to do 100 duo sets before December 31st of this year. Why the virtual part? Well, myself, along with every single person I know, not just the comedians, but everyone is practicing social distancing right now due to the coronavirus. So I know we're thinking about everyone. We're hoping that everyone stays safe, stays healthy during this time. And thank you to everyone who is a medical professional right now and who are helping people and communities affected by this public health crisis. It is very appreciated. But that being said, one reason I want to do this project was this is a really good time, I think, to reconnect with your community and then also to try to focus on some positive things. And this is a positive thing in my life, is improv and comedy. That being said, I am very excited to do this project, and I'm very excited today to be joined by Max Makovetsky, everyone. Hi, Max.
Hi, Stacy. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. I'm happy you're here. Max is actually someone who I don't usually do improv with Max, so we have done improv before together. We both do things with the Washington Improv Theater in Washington, D.C. We are both on Herald teams at that theater, and I got to know Max kind of more so this year through just all of the different teams and groups and shows that we do. So Max, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it.
I'm so excited to be here, Stacy. The first time we did improv together was that audition that we had, which was so fun.
It was
And then
so
when you
fun.
reached out about the duo, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to do this again.
Awesome. Thanks, Max. Me and Max don't usually do a duo together. So at this point, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. We're each going to say a random word, and that is going to be our duo name. Max, are you ready?
I'm good to go.
Okay, here we go.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Lasagna.
Schoolhouse. Ooh, what did you say?
I said lasagna. What did you say?
I said Schoolhouse.
Oh, Lasagna Schoolhouse is a phenomenal name.
I like that a lot.
I really like that.
We are
Lasagna Schoolhouse.
And I'm going to use my phone to get a random word with this random word generator here. And the word that I got is fire.
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 Thank you, audience.
Thank you.
Darla, my daughter.
Yes, Daddy.
It is such a blessing. It is such a mitzvah to be with you here at this tailor, choosing your bat mitzvah dress. And I want you to know that just because everything here is on sale, there's a fire sale because they're going out of business, doesn't mean that your big day is any less special.
No, I know, Daddy. I feel special. You've done so much, not just with picking out a dress, but getting the large concert hall in town rented out for this. You've literally gotten my favorite band, Simple Plan, to play. I mean, you have gone above and beyond, Dad.
I feel so lucky to have a daughter who appreciates all the gestures that I make, such as ensuring that, you know, the synagogue wasn't going to be able to fit the thousands and thousands of people that we have coming for your special day. So I rented out Yankee Stadium, and I wanted my daughter to just feel so loved and special up there as she's reading her Torah and Haftorah, that I rented out a whole new set of lights to install in Yankee Stadium so that you are lit from every single angle. And
oh my gosh.
it warms my heart that you're able to understand that Daddy's bank account is just empty. So in terms of
Dad,
dresses, we're left sort of with this.
Dad, I'm sorry, but we have a mortgage to pay and bills. I mean, don't you think we're going a little overboard with this? I don't need Yankee Stadium.
Phooey papooey. For my daughter, Yankee Stadium, and I've also hired all the Mets players to come and bless you individually. And that cost a lot of money, but for you, I don't care about the bills, I don't care about the mortgage, I don't care about my student loans from law school. I just want this to be the most special day in the world.
I mean, yes, Dad, I hear you. I want this to be special too, but the bar mitzvah's only going to be one day. What happens the next day when we need to pay Pepco or turn on a light in our house? I mean, the money doesn't grow on trees. We should we just cancel a contract for one of the, I don't need the Mets to come. I'm fine with Rabbi Goldberg just being there.
Well, I was thinking that you were going to mention Rabbi Goldberg.
Yes.
And I want to address what you just said about the house and the day after the bat mitzvah, but I felt like Rabbi Goldberg wasn't special enough for your big day, so I've called in a favor from the most famous Jew that I know, Steven Spielberg, who will be coming and has become ordained as a rabbi to bless you on your holy day. And the day after the bat mitzvah is the day after the bat mitzvah. And yes, will we have to sell our house? Probably. Will I have to start day trading in order to make back some of the money? Probably. Will I be able to see you that much? Time shall tell, but on June 22nd, 2020, the day that you become a woman, everything will be perfect.
Dad, you are paying for Steven Spielberg to get here. How did you even get to Steven Spielberg? This is nonsense.
I was hoping you weren't going to ask.
Tag. Sir, I'm sorry. You can't go see Steven Spielberg.
Well,
I'm his head of security.
Listen, I read a Reddit forum, a subreddit about Steven Spielberg, and I heard that he was creating a Jaws 3, and I'm willing to give him any of my toes. I know that they need toes for Jaws 3, the movie, and I will cut mine off. I just need Mr. Steve at my daughter's bat mitzvah. It is so important to me.
Sir, Steven Spielberg, yes, he's Jewish. He's a director. This is the set of Jaws 3. We have props. We don't need your toes. We need to create a secure set right now. So you have to go.
I have the knife in my hand. I'm ready to chop this head off.
I see you have the knife in your hand. Please put it down. You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay. What can I just need 45 seconds with Mr. Spielberg. I think okay. Is that him behind you?
Yeah, he's behind me. He's behind me.
Mr. Spielberg. Mr. Spielberg.
What is it?
Mr. Spielberg. Hi.
What?
Really quick elevator pitch. I've got a wonderful daughter. She's the most special girl in the world.
Uh-huh.
I raised her by myself. I'm a single father. Would you consider dropping everything that you're doing and blessing her and being the rabbi on the day of her bat mitzvah?
I mean, this is very nice of you to ask this.
It's at Yankee Stadium.
Listen, I'm shooting a movie right now. Maybe I can. Stop! What are you doing? Sir, we don't want your toes. We don't want your tag. Okay, so here you are in the Los Angeles General Hospital. Because you cut your own toes off is what your chart is saying. Sir, I've been a doctor at this hospital for about 20 years now.
Wow.
and I've never seen anyone deliberately cut off their own toes.
Well, when I'm the type of person, when I set my mind to something, I go all in. And if my daughter wants Steven Spielberg at her, I don't even know if she wants him at her bat mitzvah, but I'm going to get him there. And I'll do anything. I'll do anything for her.
That really touches me. You know what? My dad didn't. I mean, I'm not a Jewish person, but my dad didn't give a hoot about my sweet 16th birthday party. He just didn't care.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but you know what? I think your daughter's lucky to have a dad like you. You don't need to cut off your toes.
I feel like I do, you know. Can I be honest with you, Doc?
Sure, yes.
I'm going to open my heart up a little bit right now.
Do it, yeah.
I wasn't around all that much while she was growing up. I was working really hard, late nights, pushing paper, burning the candle at both ends, and I just feel like this is my one shot to show her how much I care about her by providing her with the most over-the-top, extravagant, financially bankrupt, which will financially bankrupt me, bat mitzvah. I know you're not Jewish, but it's the day.
I know. I'm aware. I'm familiar.
Yeah, this is Los Angeles. And so, you know, I know I've been a little out of my sorts. I cut off my toes, for Pete's sake. But, you know, in the blink of an eye, she'll be heading off to college.
Yeah.
And I'll be in this house all by myself. And I just want her to know how much I love her.
Listen, I think that's really sweet. I grew up in this house. It had 12 bedrooms and 8.5 baths. I grew up in a mansion.
Wow, you must be
in Beverly Hills. I was very rich, but I was rich with money, but I was poor in love. There was just no love in the house. I could literally go from room to room. My whole family would be home. I had 2 siblings, a brother and a sister, and it would take hours to even find anyone. It was such a big house.
Imagine the games of hide and go seek.
Yeah, we didn't even play hide and seek in the house because there was just no love in it. I'm sure you and your daughter probably play games together all the time. Listen, I'm not supposed to tell anyone this, but Steven Spielberg was my patient back when I did occupational therapy.
Oh.
He broke his ankle 3 years ago.
Okay.
He was fine. I'm gonna put in a good word for him to get into your daughter's
doctor. May I call you Miranda?
Yes.
Miranda. That would be such a mitzvah, and that's the Hebrew word. It's a Yiddish word.
I know what it
blessing.
is.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saying that because I want him to come to your daughter's bar mitzvah.
And for the mitzvah that you have performed today, I'd like to buy you a first class ticket to my daughter's bat mitzvah as a token from your late father.
Oh my gosh, that is the nicest thing. Thank you so much.
I didn't know him personally, but I know as a father myself, even though he was probably busy, I know that he loved you, and I'm sure he would have been proud of you, and I'm proud of you, and I'd like to fly you to New York for the big day.
Thank you.
Cut back to the Taylor. And so anyways, Daddy doesn't have his toes anymore, but Steven Spielberg's coming, and Daddy paid for his new friend, Dr. Miranda, to fly here. And so the day is gonna have everything. And I just want you to look out cross the racks of dresses and pick whatever dress you feel speaks to your heart.
Dad, how many people have you invited to my bar mitzvah?
Well, I know because I wasn't around a lot while you were growing up, I never really met any of your friends. I'm sure you have many, but I don't know them personally, and so I just put out an ad in the New York Times.
What?
Yes.
Dad,
Yes.
listen, admittedly, I don't have that many friends, but I expected at least a few of them to be there. You're saying that there's an ad in the paper. You're filling up Yankee Stadium with strangers to watch me. How am I even supposed to read my Haftorah portion if I'm nervous in front of thousands of strangers?
Well, on that day, June 20th,
10, 20th,
20th, 2020,
2020.
those people in Yankee Stadium, they won't be strangers. You know what they'll be? They'll be mishbucha. They'll be our family. And I know you always wanted a brother or a sister. And I want you to picture while you're reading your Haftorah, you won't be nervous because you'll look out into the stadium, left field, right field, the first baseline, the third baseline. Heck, you can turn around and look straight at home plate and you'll just see all the brothers and sisters
Oh my God.
that you never had who are there for you on that day.
Dad, I thought it was amazing enough that you managed to get Simple Plan the band. Now I find out you got pretty much almost every famous person I've ever admired. How did you even get Simple Plan? I want to know how.
Let's cut to that. Simple Plan. Can I get a quick a word?
Yeah, I don't see why not, right, guys? Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, you are a very famous band that I know quite well.
Thanks. I mean, it's been hard the past few years, right, guys? I mean, we were very famous. We were. Yeah, what can you do? Music.
It's a tough industry. I don't know much about it myself, but I know that you have songs that everyone loves.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Most importantly, my daughter really loves your songs.
What?
Yes.
A young person, guys, a young person
Yes.
likes us.
She's but 12 years old. And you'll notice that I'm holding here a cooler that's filled with ice.
Okay, what's in that?
Well, it's one of my kidneys.
What?
Yes. I know, not right now, but one day, one of you might need a kidney. I don't know. I know that I don't know much about music, but I know that touring is a really tough lifestyle. You do a lot of drinking and there's a lot of debauchery. Am I right?
I mean, I'm not going to say that that's not right in the music industry. We're kind of a different band now. Maybe in the past, I mean, we're dads now. We're dads too. And you know what? Getting your kidney, that's punk rock, right, guys? Yeah, that's punk rock.
Thank you, Ernest.
We're gonna do the bar mitzvah.
Oh, and I want you to have this kidney. And you know what? I know you guys are all dads, and I'm pretty sure that you all had parents yourselves. And I just want to say on behalf of them, I'm sure they're very proud of you.
Oh my gosh. You know what? My parents never said that they were proud of me.
Well,
Yeah, they are proud. Yeah.
They are proud. I'm here to say they are proud. And not only, it's such an honor that you have decided to come play my daughter's bar mitzvah. I'd also love to house you guys at the Ritz-Carlton.
What?
Yes, on First Avenue. Just because, part of being a parent is making your children feel comfortable and safe. and I want you all to have a very comfortable stay when you come to New York.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And we accept. Cut to the day of the bar mitzvah.
All right, honey, we're in the dugout. How are you feeling?
I don't think I can go out there.
Oh no, you. What do you mean? There is. Do you hear those chants?
Yes.
They're chanting your name.
People are chanting. Dad, they had to turn away people at the door. There's a line outside to get in. I don't even think these people understand what a bar mitzvah is.
I think that as soon as you start chanting, as soon as you start the first prayers, the Kaddish, as soon as you start blessing the day, all these people, they're going to get on the same page instantly. Yes, it's true that I put out a second ad in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal advertising free liquor and beer.
Dad, how will we even be able to afford groceries after this? Dad?
I think let's not worry about it right now. I'll be quite hungry for a long, long time.
Me, Steven Spielberg, are we ready to go?
Yes, Steven. And Steven, do you know Simple Plan? I'm sure you've crossed paths.
Hey. Oh, we haven't crossed paths first time, but hello.
I'm sorry, I just assume all famous people know each other.
No, common misconception. All righty, gentlemen, let's get into our positions and action. Dad, this isn't a movie. This is a bar mitzvah.
This is a bar mitzvah. But it's also like a movie, which is a thing that happens and then it ends and everyone claps and says, yay. That's what today will be. And when today is over, I'm probably gonna be quite sad, but right now we're in the middle of the movie magic.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go out there.
That's my girl. You walk out to that pitcher's mound.
Okay. And that's our show!
And that's our show! Yay!
Thank you, Max, for doing this with me. And we were Lasagna Schoolhouse.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Thank you for watching the Virtual Duo Project, and we will see you next time.
Don't spend that